I mean today. All right. My name is Jay Vegas. I have the PoemStars with me. We're a poetry group based in Long Island. I'm from Freeport, Roosevelt, Hempstead. We also have Meta Poetic. We also have Jersey Campbell right there. We have Clive, Savimbo, Redding, Mitch, and Aisha. We need to change, and I'm not talking about nickels, quarters, and dimes. I'm talking being father to your daughters and keeping your son away from crime. I'm talking this world getting in order because we so out of line. Before we run out of time, we need to change our community. Because every night I turn on the news, you see foolery. Pastors giving out eulogies, all because of love of drugs and jewelry. We need to change our morals and values back to where they need to be. I need to, you need to, we need to.
I want to live in a world where I don't need to mortgage my home just to get a good education. Where it is easier for the mentally ill to receive proper mental health care than it is for them to achieve a firearm. I want to live in a world where someone doesn't take their life every 40 seconds. Where the 12 million vacant homes in America can be owned by the 4 million homeless. That's 3 per person. I want to live in a world where the 1% and the 99% can represent 100% of the good of man. Where our actions speak louder than our bank accounts. And prisons and schools can turn at-risk youth into model citizens. I want to live in a world where stigma, prejudice, racism, sexism, discrimination, and depression are extinct. Where love is a natural instinct and selflessness is a part of the common core. I want to live in a world where it's okay to say, I need to change.
You need to change. We need to change.
Change. Like this silver thing in my pocket, if I took it out and dropped it, would you talk that much about it? Change. Sometimes I feel like the underwear of a disgusting politician who just came out the bathroom. Brother, did you even use tissue? Change. Sometimes I try to find out what it is that made me change who I am to change so that you can understand that I am trying to change. So before you go on the news and repeat yourself to fools, think about this. Change your jaws and open schools. Because if you're gonna repeat yourself to fools about them being fools, and them being fools that's affecting you, then we all need to change too. Because change, you gotta change too. I need to change, you need to change, we need to change.
So the truth can show and the youth can grow. Cause who's to know what the future holds? If we lose control and abuse the soul, we'll lose our goals. We need to today for tomorrow, cause the way that we are only leads to pain and sorrow. So we need to change for what's right, cause it's a never-ending fight between dark and the light, the truth and the lie. What's wrong and right, see what's wrong with being right is when you shine your light on the blind and open their eyes to make them realize the real lies. Then it's no surprise that I need to change, you need to change, we need to change.
I'm all for change we can believe in. I want my children to grow up in a world where normalcy isn't drenched in deception, where the only weapons we wield are used for protection against aggression, where aggression is used as a means for collective prosperity, where there is symmetry between our words and our actions, because right now it seems like our words are support for the mass distractions. And action needs to be changed to inaction, passive no more passing by the vagrants knocking on society's door. Our individuality is defeating contemporary dreams, schemes servicing one. We've got more than enough resources, yet we continue to hoard what's left of our love. I need to change.
You need to change. We need to change.
Look in the mirror. I look just like you. Nah, forget that. X-ray that. I am just like you. Erase these hate lines and I am you. No longer will I hide behind these unjust prejudice. I am not black or white, Christian or Muslim. I am not rich or poor. I am not straight or gay. Look in the mirror. I look just like you. Nah, forget that. X-ray that. I am just like you. Erase these red, white, and blue lines, and I am you. So hold my hand. Be proud to be my brother, and I'm your sister. Unite with me and cure this American insanity. I need to change.
You need to change. We need to change.
sometimes all it takes is a hello, you know, or a friendly smile, cause after a while it's like I go back to the person I was when I was a child and I don't talk to strangers. Was we raised with the same yardstick? Cause sometimes people walk by me like I don't exist and I bottle up my anger. Cause I know we was all alive, but sometimes inside that suit and tie we lose sense of our humanity. And as I think harder, it's like the world got darker, like everybody trying to catch a tan with me. So Lord have mercy when I'm trying to have a decent conversation and these girls calling me thirsty. The cops could pat me down now, they'll find my soul if they try to search me. I promise you gotta embrace each other, spread love, cause you never know when you get another moment. I need to change. You need to change. We need to change.
So he can remember how to smile again. And she can remember how to be a child again. And your only concern is if he will rhyme again. Instead of the rivers running down the cheek of Chrissy Quinones and Kimberly Fulton. Two women who have sons that are put on trial post-death. Who knew that guilty convictions were based on image? Who knew that guilty convictions were based on culture? Who knew that guilty convictions were based on race? And the hood of my sweater would determine my morgue attendance date. See, there needs to be a difference. There needs to be a change. So I need to change. You need to change. We need to change. I need to change. You need to change. We need to change. So let's change.
I tried to drink away my problems, but when tomorrow came, the bottle was hollow, but the problems remained. I should have prayed. When hard times came, I should have called on my Savior, but instead I called on my neighbor, asked him to do me a favor. I told him a bag of weed is all I need and I would pay him later. But really, all I needed was a prayer. I should have prayed. When my little brother was taken away, I turned away from God. See, my little brother's life was robbed. I felt God wasn't doing his job. I felt God could have gave him the strength to dodge those bullets. So from the Lord, I strayed. I should have prayed. It felt like I died in my sleep and was denied at the pearly gates because this had to be hell. There's no way that it ain't. So when I needed some love, I went to the club, but I should have went to my Lord above and asked him to cover me with his blood. But I moved away. And Satan was patiently waiting to start hating on God so hard, so blatant. He knew the troubles I was facing. He knew my spirit was aching. He tried to start erasing my faith in. Something felt strange. Because I remembered the only thing Satan can give you is flames. So I called on my Lord's name. And I prayed. And my whole life changed.
Alright, thank you so much for coming real quick. When I say poem, y'all say star. Poem, poem. Thank you so much. Catch us PoemStarsENT.com.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for PoemStars.